Welcome everyone, what's up? I'm Trading here, and I'm going to start a new campaign that is of the Chaos Factions. I was playing the Grand Cathay campaign, and they just recently released their first topic patch, and I don't know if it would have affected the campaign, but it did say that it was from like a previous patch, so there could be bugs, there could be, crashes, stuff like that, and it might be unstable. So instead of taking the chance of continuing that on in a somewhat buggy release already, like I haven't experienced any bugs, but a lot of people have, so I'm not going to take the chance. I'm just going to start a new campaign, and we were doing the Order campaign. So this time I'm going to do one of the Chaos Factions, and there's 4 Chaos Factions plus the Demons of Chaos. I don't understand all the army units for the 4 Chaos Factions, so I'm not going to throw in Demons of Chaos just yet. I played most of them, just the first few turns for most of them. I really enjoy Zinch. Slanesh is difficult for me to play unit-wise. Khorne, I'm not a huge marauder, like, aggressive, run through everything like Torox was in Warhammer 2, like, that's just not... I'll probably put a play up, but, like, that's just not interested me at the moment. And I've heard Nurgle is one of the more difficult ones just because his units are, like, slow as hell, so... I kind of settled on Nurgle. He's the one that played kind of the least.
Master,
He has growth for faction effects, recruitment cost reduced for Nurgling units, recruitment health plus 40% for Nurgling units. He has reduction in infection costs for his army, plus corruption for local province, and chance of plague spreading, so he can actually put a plague on himself or spread a plague to himself, and it will have an increased chance of spreading from him. So that's kind of neat. And the recruitment health thing, so his starting units to start full life, but if you remember, like the Regiments Renown in Warhammer 2, they recruit automatically. His units, all of his units recruit automatically. He just gets like a certain set of cap for them, and they recruit at less than full HP. But Nurglings recruit with an extra 40% HP over everything else. So let's get into it.
The gallows tree, dwelling of Kugath, father of plagues. There is no greater brewmaster of phage and pox than he. To describe the squalor of the fetid sewer is impossible. I risked my very flesh to tread it. Kugath thought me but another specimen for his grotesque experiments. Before the rot consumed me, I offered something finer. Belagor has imprisoned the god-bear of Kislev.
Oh, how delightful. If Belagor has struck, there'll be plenty of carrion for me.
Ursun himself lies dying, fatally wounded in the Forge of Souls.
A dying god. The finest corpse from which to brew a plague.
A god-pox, mighty Kugath.
A god-pox. You tempt me, old man. But I cannot reach the Forge of Souls. The Maelstrom prevents us.
I can breach it and guide you to the dying bear.
And why would you do this, little healthy mortal?
For a single drop of Ursun's blood. That is my fate.
Blood for you, the body for me.
Our goal is to harvest the god bear's corpse, the perfect specimen to create the most unholy of plagues, the god pox.
So as you can tell, he is very much a
I love the murk, but this time
disease-spreading person.
I require clarity. Infected you'll be if you do not allow me to see.
Our travels from the gallows tree to the sunken sewers place us much closer to mortal lands. All the better for you to unleash your brews and ensure we are powerful enough to breach the realm of chaos when the time comes. Ogres encroach on our land and squat in Glutport, our access point to the frozen sea. Get rid of them. We must be wary of leaving our eastern flank exposed even as we look south. For hated dwarfs recolonize Karak Dum, a beachhead in the Chaos Wastes they have no intention of losing. And southwards, just across the sea, are tribes of mortals, followers of the dark gods, easy to corrupt and make puppets of, or even vanquish. Food for your plague bearers. But it is through Black Blood Pass where frail Kislev lies supine and ready for infection. You shall bring misery upon its people before defiling their god. I can see you are eager to begin, feculent brewmaster. So let us conquer in Grandfather's name.
Basically, they're the same as the others. They're chaos, and we serve Nurgle in this one. Any non-chaos faction is just immediately at war with. Our big thing is plagues. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can do. Plagues, which drew me to Nurgle in the first place, and their buildings are like cycles, which I'll explain that here in a minute. And they get more growth for corruption, and the great gain is like we're just trying to buy for corrupting land in our name over other corrupt or chaos lords. Here's the cycles building. So like once you build one, you don't have to upgrade it like the others and keep spending gold and stuff like that. I don't know. This one you do. Yeah, so they do require different tiers. I don't remember. I think you'll go from here to here and then back again, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't get very far into it. And to get those, you need tier 2 already. I believe every time. Yeah, so I want to start with nerdlings. They're cheap, inexpensive, and expendable, but you can field like a ton of them. And I feel like these are like the other factions that don't, like Tomb Kings, whenever they get income generated buildings, there's like nothing. So we'll probably have to get income somewhere else. I believe one of the plagues will help with that. I think I'm going to go with the growth one first. I believe every time one of these goes into a different one, it will give us another recruitment of Nurglings.
Kugath, a
Which,
plague father.
right now, that's the available units we have. I could literally just recruit these immediately and fill up an army. But I'm not going to yet because we gotta do the battle. But basically, you just build an army really
Need
quickly.
help.
Nurgle's campaign, I think, is incredibly difficult just because of how his army is. Like, he has some range stuff and stuff like that, but like, all of his units are incredibly slow. He has extreme difficulty, I guess, with
Tallyman.
siege battles, so
Ken.
we're just gonna see what we can do here. I'm not the greatest Warhammer 2 player, Warhammer player, but I'm gonna give it a shot, and succeed or fail, at least you will hopefully be entertained.
Tainted ones. Kugath, plague.
Now, Kurgath is really good at balled up units because he's actually a siege. Like, it's considered a wizard, but he literally just like pulls like, I don't know, poison shit out of his stomach and then just blobs it.
Taliban of Nurgle.
They're gonna try and get a flank on their units.
Kugath,
See, like, look how incredibly slow everything moves.
bringer of sickness.
Now, his spells are fairly strong. Not the greatest, but definitely got some bite to him.
Kugath, plague weaver.
They even have an army ability to chain hacks, basically just reduces speed, and it can spread to units. He has a lot of spreading, plate mechanics and spreading mechanics. Let's speed this up, I've already basically won it. Turn off fire at will. I don't want him just like nuking my friendly fire over there. Come on. Nothing I can do to speed this up either. Not unless turn him into melee. Maybe he can help. I'm starting this, it's gonna take forever. It would have been more beneficial to finish him off, I believe, but that's gonna take a while. That 90 kills. I mean, it's terrible gold value, but 90 kills just from lobbing across the map. Got the same replenishment favor, and then they got infections. I didn't really take that much damage, so I think I'm gonna go with infections on this one.
Ingredients for my brews.
Got a hero, got recruit the queen threat. I'm probably just gonna go with Nurglings for now. We do not have like income at all. And a lot of stuff's a lot. Beast from Nurgle, super freaking strong, but expensive. But I'm going to get a couple of Nurglings.
Submit to my research.
Oh, I can move again and get that port. Alright, that's definitely gonna happen.
The perfect experiment.
I think Fever's really good because that's a lot of gold if you can get your plague to spread a lot. That would give us plus 10 growth in our settlements. I don't know enough about them to understand what's good. I'm pretty sure that that's strong. I want that first, definitely.
The rot horde would grow
Let's assign some
stronger.
skill points. Probably gonna go with Inspiring Presence first. Just because I like the leadership per turn bonus.
Such power.
This is Plague Screen.
Fascinating.
Basically, you have base plagues. You have all 5 base plagues unlocked. There's get infections when it spreads, corruption. And if you can get it on your own settlements, it's, you know, infrastructure and growth. Non-Nurgle settlements is casualty and attrition for this one. Okay, they're all infection. Okay, these are different. 4 out of 5 are infection and spread. All 5 have corruption. This one gives you one more summonable Nurgling unit when it spreads, so that could be like basically just summon an entire army of Nurglings. And then for like extra infections, you can add on costs. That's one we're researching now, Fever. So I could go like that one doesn't have any extra effects. Yeah, I could go like, oh, cycle time and stuff like that. Put on my own stuff with Fever. And every time it spread, it would give me 150 favor. But we're not going to do anything just yet. Wait until that researches.
Dissolve their flesh.
Yeah, write this one too. I don't believe I've done a campaign where I got to do turn 1 battle plus turn 1 settlement siege. Then again, the others I did stop to recruit for a turn, but this one I can recruit immediately. And this is going to be a siege battle. I think they need to make some changes to siege battles. I don't mind them all that much, but I do feel like there could be some changes made. Especially with the immediately rebuilding structures and stuff the second that they get destroyed. That's kind of annoying.
Yes.
And like they said, like, siege battles are incredibly difficult for Nurgle. Luckily, it's not like a defensive wall type situation, like a main city or a city with walls, but this is still going to be relatively difficult. One of the things I think they really could have done,
I've brewed a perfect
actually I don't really know what they could have done,
for this
but
occasion. Victory
that
is a
haven't put that
sure
much thought into it. I know like they get annoying because they've all turned into siege battles, and they didn't really necessarily need to. But they've already got towers up on me.
the pox, father.
Why are they all retreating down here? Do they have any range? No. There's cavalry here.
Kugath, plague reaper. I know.
If they can, I don't know how good they'll be against it, but luckily, like every Nurgle unit has poison on them. So this will show what it does. It does not. Basically, I believe it gives them. Here we go. Yeah, they have reduction in speed. Reduction in basically all damages. So the biggest thing that I've seen about Nurgle's faction is that you realistically want to just
Calculating my
basically
destination.
out-survive your opponent. There we go. Finally got caught, and that decimated.
Rot bearers! Away!
Yeah, basically just sit here trying to just out-survive your opponent.
Conqueror! One-eyed rotters!
You guys are beefy, relatively considering they have like 23 speed, 35 speed, 35, 35. even 46, and those are ogres, so their units are incredibly slow. But they're also relatively speedy too. And we got some really good magic casting. You can use some cast off really good, and we can.
Slaughter them! Destruction!
I'm also probably not going to play them to the best of my
Unspeakable
ability.
proxies!
So there's them there.
Plague Weaver! Moving!
What the hell? Oh, freaking tower.
Turn on the flames! Flame!
Yeah, like these battles kind of get repetitive a little bit here.
Spreading infection.
It probably would have been better if you could have more open field battles, or at least Minor Settlements wasn't as siege battle-y as the others, as like major settlements.
Any kind of Nurgle!
Nuke him now. Yeah, you can get some damage.
Infection is
He's really
inevitable.
stupidly strong too against anything that groups up like that. Like he just straight nukes. That'd be good enough. You might tap him out. Sorry about that stuff, Steam, like kind of online. Oh, I need to get this guys out. I do not want to lose them. I don't know who just messaged me. I'll take it after I'm done recording. I got some friends who are interested in Warhammer as well. So I was kind of seeing if that was someone they want to play, but
They die!
it sounded like it's someone I don't know who it was, so. Apparently, Kurgath or Nurgle, I don't know exactly what to call him. Nurgle is the Chaos God, and you don't play as the gods. You have your like chosen
Nurgles,
people.
come
Like Kurgath
on!
is the chosen of Nurgle. So I don't know exactly what to call him, but apparently they have really good replenishment rates though, which is good because you're going to lose a lot of your.
It is done!
Like that's just going to happen.
Swords! Wait! Bringing box!
Alright, fast forward it. Alright, got it. Close victory. Yeah, most of these battles are probably gonna be close up here. Man, he just wrecks. I liked it. I don't even know if this was in Warhammer 2. I just never hovered over shit in the loading screen. I have an SSD installing that, so loading screens didn't take that long anyways, but it tells you like how much damage you did, how many kills you got, and how much like gold value your kills are. That's really nice.
Another laboratory for me.
Oh yeah, Kurgath is like super scientific, like mad scientist experimentation type. So his whole thing is like, oh, I want to create the best plague in the world using a god's body.
Kugath,
The entire
the
thing.
Plague Father, the Plague Weaver. Specimens required.
He's an old shit Alberto. Used to, I would rush Lightning Strike because it's so good, but now it's a 3 skill point talent, and like, that's so much to spend just for fighting battles where you just say no reinforcements. Like, there's so much investment just for that, and so I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I know on like very hard or legendary, recruitment costs and upkeep are like super good. So is that, but that's so far away. I barely gotten to test it, but I think the attrition skill is like super good, and it's something that you should probably get. I'm probably not going to get it in this campaign until later, and it's probably stupid of me, but if it was here, I would rush it, because you really need it in the Chaos Realms for the main campaign victory. Like, it's 100% like almost necessary.
My most promising reagent.
Training, that's only an extra 25. What's he give right now? 30, so it'd be 55 per turn. That'd be a lot in Kurgath's team too, though. So I think I'm going to do a training first. I really like high ranked units. Do you have... I don't guess it's him.
The fated Brewmaster.
One of the heroes can get rank 15 or up, gets exalted and gets turned into like a super powerhouse.
The rotting poxmaker.
I don't want to go negative yet in income.
Rots. Repaired. Carry me onward.
I wonder what the recipes are. So basically, he has preset recipes that you can use too. They're like really good. And I guess they use... Yep, so it uses one of these and then two of these. Once you unlock them, you can cast just an entire recipe. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, see, they got casualty replenishment rate with their... These are unholy manifestations. every chaos god has them, and they do different stuff. Like Horns, you can literally just summon an army to fight you to do his bloodletting. He has the same thing as like Thorax, where you have to fight and you get special bonuses for just continually winning. Nurgle has a replenishment rate. So basically, you cannot move for 2 turns, but you get like super massive replenishment in the local province. Then chance of spreading plague, growth plus 200 and criminal cost. And then a random plague will be given to every settlement and army in this province upon completion. So basically, you move to a province, you sit there for 3 turns, and then boom, everything gets plagued. And the way you unlock these is you have to spread corruption. And right now, we have 27 corruption, and Zinx has 2 here. And yeah, they have cast invited and stuff, so you can get a lot of stuff that spreads corruption to adjacent territories and stuff. I think you get bonuses for each one, but that's the great games they talk about, and then that'll come up shortly.
The perfect plague is within reach. I must test my contagion.
Just that outnumber them and overpower them. Fire belly again. That's the same dude we just beat. Probably about the same army almost. I don't ever channel magic anymore. Usually, I almost always like fail it and just become worse. So usually it's not worth it.
Good king! Taliban! Tugas, plague weaver. Battle means death. Death means decay.
I'm going to
Decay
probably
means disease.
clean these guys up here.
Disease is glory.
You guys are gonna just go around and probably just try and take stuff, back cap their back line, and maybe get rid of some fortifications.
Nurgle's command.
I don't want to send those guys in just yet because the towers, I don't want to lose them.
Tugas, plague weaver.
It's gonna be really slow back cap, but it is what it is.
Infection is inevitable.
I wish this casting range was bigger.
Sores
It's almost nothing.
Bringer of sickness.
Little tiny goblins. I took a chunk of them out. Granted, they're weekends, so
Tugas, plague weaver. Plague Taliban!
That doesn't really do anything. That does.
Plague-ridden! Decimate
I'm going to try
them!
and just throw them into the middle and see what happens.
Kugath, plague weaver! Bring Nurgle's rot! Potent ones! Plague sword! Ready! Stomping!
Get him up there, actually. I'm going to see if I can raise the cast. Can it go through walls? One time test it. Nope. It just hits the damn walls and just won't like flex back the things in half. Good to know. Good to know.
Fly! Bear!
He's a wizard.
Yes!
Self targets. I'll be able to take out the tower and the walls there. That's one thing that happens in siege battles, so you have these defense points. That one has 3 towers and a barricade built onto it, and that's what I'm getting ready to take. You'll take that tower out, and that one they're building, and the 4th one now. They haven't built anything else, and that's the big one that is like gives them buffs and stuff. You can take these supply lines or whatever into these battles, and it will instantly destroy the tower, destroy the wall, and stuff like that.
Nurgle's pestilence!
That way. That way you don't have to sit here and destroy them and take time to do it. It'll instantly be done.
Yes! Kugath, plague weaver!
Oh, the leader's in the fight already? Okay. Well, fight's mostly over. I'll just speed it up a little bit. And back. I didn't lose. Yeah, I got a decisive victory actually. That's pretty nice. I figured I'd lose a decent chunk of it, but not doing too poorly so far. I always do like really good in the beginning, and then like I plateau off, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Try and
Where
stop
do I go? Do I
you!
conquer? Do I turtle and build up? I just don't really know.
Kugath,
But we'll figure it out.
plague father.
That's a lot of favor. We don't really care for the nerdling stuff yet too much. Plague bears, Forsaken, can't build that. Okay, so this blackfish poppies. So I need a research thing that'll take a day off of this recycle, I think. So I can get up here quicker. Those are armored for the... I think those might be better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one.
I'll concoct a perfect plan.
Shit. That one. It's a small heal. It's not like super great, but it is something, and it's passive, so it's like I don't have to cast or anything like that. Oh, that would be kind of nice too, but oh well.
Yes, this will aid my studies.
I'm not going to tackle the wizard. Just get more spells.
My bruised bubbles.
Alright, that'll be all for my first episode. Thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, hit the bell notification to get more notifications about when I release videos, and please leave a comment, criticism, concern, anything, and thank you for watching.